Welcome to episode 48 of the Bolton Wanderers Road to Glory series. And not to start, we wanted in the Premier League a 2-1 loss at Southampton last episode. But we've got a matchup here on Saturday versus Swansea City. Looks like we'll be in Wales for that one. And then we'll have transfer deadline day before moving into the month of September, where we started off with Arsenal at home, and then there's a matchup versus Liverpool and Manchester United. So tough month there, and then there will probably be a cup match thrown in there somewhere too. Still a bit of transfer news here. Nottingham Forest have met that offer for David Weeder of $750,000. So we'll see if they can work out a contract. We haven't had any luck with Weeder on that in previous. Sunderland still in for Zach Clough. Of course, I set the price at $12 million. They've come up to $8 million from, I believe it was $6 or $7 million the first time. But 12 is what we're asking. And news here, David Weeder has finally been sold. So on the third attempt, we finally moved Mr. Weeder on. We wish him the best of luck. And Sunderland have come up to $10 million for Zach Clough. Not ready to sell him yet. Double value is what we want. And Sunderland don't think he's worth that much. That's okay. We're not ready to move him along. But our second Premier League matchup will be at Swansea City, the Liberty Stadium. As we'll have a look at their lineup. Of course, Gylfi Sigurdsson had moved on to Southampton. Leroy Fer takes his place in that 4-2-3-1. Fabianski getting the start in goal. And we're going to rotate up the squad this time. Van Bergen's going to get a start. Doumbia will get the start in midfield. And Davis, the youngster, along with Cameron Carter-Vickers along that back line. Clough's going to try and whip this in. Fabianski does well to cut that off. Fabianski's just going to clear this to midfield. Selke is their striker. He's going to bring this down. He gives that to Leroy Fer. Dancing along the outside, drops it back for Dyer. Quickly goes into Ruben Neves, who of course we had in that whole City series in FIFA 16. He has moved along here to Swansea. Naughton in for Fer. They're just passing around so well. Selke's here. Selke gives it to Montero, who's basically wide open around the penalty spot. And just like the game versus Southampton, we've conceded early in the first 12 minutes of the game as Swansea take a 1-0 advantage. Some great passing. Swansea just passing all around me. And we might just be overmatched here in the Premier League. Montero on the left foot. Squeaks it by Davis and by Svivar. That's a 1-0 Swansea lead. Dyer. Oh, taken away there by Grogard. He's got space to run. Dyer's chasing. We'll lay that off for Ibra. Ibra now to Grogard. Pushes it out wide for Zahid. Zahid takes it inside. Lays it off for Clough. He's going to try and slide it through. Fellas there, and a save from Fabianski. Clough and another save from Fabianski. How did he get up and get to that one? No. Throws that to Neves. Inside for Selke. Back to Cork. Fer plays it up the line for Dyer. He's in behind Grogard. Grogard putting pressure on. Now he drops it back to Naughton. Dyer inside the area. He's going to lay it off for Neves. He's going to have a shot. Sealar gets down and protects the near post there. It's a corner. Clough. For Ibra. Pushes that up the line for Vela. Harrison, or Van Bergen was out wide, but he's going to try and get it through. Fernandez cuts it off all the way back to Davis. Of course, giving the youngster a start here. It's going to go through for Doumbia. He's on the edge of the area as Zahid Fabianski up with a big save. Cork is going to play it out wide. Montero inside the area. Clough picked up a knock there, but I believe he's up. Doumbia does well to poke that away. Riedewald's going to play that forward for Clough. Quickly gets it to Ibra. Zahid running along with him. He's going to try and get it through. Fernandez cuts off the pass again. He's played huge this game. They get it to forward to Jack Cork. He and Montero. Playing forward to Selke. Selke now. Turns it upfield. Gives it to Neves. To Dyer. Back to Neves on the edge of the area. He's going to give it to Fur. Grogard is going to send it. Slivar will just try and clear this away. Swansea keep it in this half. Played forward for Selke. Pushed out wide for Dyer to Neves. He's going to give it to Naughton, who sends in the cross, and Leroy Fur is on the end of it. We are down 2-0 in the second half. 10 minutes gone by here. And that's just absolutely beautiful. That's what you expect at this level. And they execute and punish us. 2-0 Swansea. Dyer to Neves. Half hour remaining here. As you see, our next matchup is Arsenal at home. Dyer takes us down to the corner. Is he going to get a cross in? He's well marked by Grogard. Naughton's going to give it back to Dyer on the edge of the area. Dyer inside the area. He's got a chance. Oh, he could have made it 3 right there, and he puts it wide. Svilar. We'll just send this to midfield. It's headed down. Barrow. Bit of pace there. Play on, says the ref. And Fur's in the area. Fur with a chance. I don't know if Slivar touched that. Tabernet, as I believe it was. It's forward now to Barrow. He's going to avoid the tackle there by, I believe that was Vela. Borai for Tabernet. Tabernet on the edge of the box. He lays it off for Ki Sing Young, and he puts it over the bar. Throw in there. Just minutes left here. 2-0 still. Easily could be 4 or 5. Swansea just haven't executed as well as they were earlier in the match. Push that out wide for Zahid. 3 minutes added on here. Maybe we can find just a consolation goal. Slid through for Davis. He has a chance, and how does he put that over the bar? Unbelievable. So a 2-0 loss at the Liberty Stadium versus Swansea City, and our Premier League career is not going well. As we see, same shots on goal. We even had more on target, but theirs found the back of the net. Grogard was our best man at a 7.5. Man of the match does go to Kyle Naughton on an 8.7. He shut down that right-hand side of the field. So an offer in here for George Ward before we hit transfer deadline day. He, of course, is one of our young goalkeepers. We'll send him out 2 years to Wycombe. So transfer deadline day. Some of the top deals. Julian Draxler goes to Barcelona for $66 million. Correa moves to Dortmund, and Lucas to Real Madrid. We'll advance forward here. An offer for Carter. I changed my mind. Remember, I have that youth thing. I have to play some guys in, so I'm going to take him actually off the loan list. I move him. I'm going to take Bennett off the loan list. So sending him to Villarreal. Hopefully he'll improve while he's over in Spain. Here's that offer for Bennett. I'm not going to allow that and take him off that list now. As you see, some of the news there, Arsenal have spent $128 million. Un-Arsenal-like. It'll be interesting to see exactly who they've made moves for. Krychowiak goes to Man United. Another big move that happened. Robertson's left Hull for Celtic, I believe that is. All right, some of those big moves. As we see, Chelsea were spenders. They bring in Marquinhos. Crystal Palace have sold Zaha. He goes to Everton. Leicester City were buyers, as are Liverpool and Manchester City. United was split, selling us Ibra, and Memphis Depay moves on. Middlesbrough bring in a couple. Lasagna comes in to Newcastle. Nothing for, I believe that was Southampton. Stoke were mainly sellers here. Sunderland are buyers. Swansea were buyers. Watford, a little bit more buying. West Brom were buyers. And nothing for West Ham United. That wraps up transfer deadline day, though. So we'll head into that matchup versus Arsenal. So our third Premier League matchup goes versus Arsenal, who surprisingly are also 2 losses on the season. A few changes to the lineup this time. Mostly that lineup from the first matchup. Doumbia makes a start here, though. And we'll change up the bench just a little bit. Da Silva at left back as well. Arsenal come out with a heavily rotated lineup. Moreira in goal. Danny Welbeck is one of the main starters. Conklin, I believe. Benamonte turns up. Now we'll just drop that off for Da Silva. He's going to slide it through for Clough. Clough on the edge of the area. It's going to fall to Ibra. Ibra with a chance. And, he just didn't get enough power on it. Kept in the area by Doumbia. Gives it back to Ibra. Poked away by Mertesacker. Terral. Oh, beautiful ball forward for Jenkinson. Jenkinson's out wide. Shut down by Riederval. But he gets it back. He's going to drop this off for Conklin, who's going to play it across. It will be as it for Conklin, but he puts it straight at Svilar. Throw this out to Clark. Dinks the ball over the top, and Jack Harrison is in behind. He's got Mertesacker, who can definitely beat on pace, and he's going to try to get across in, and it pops up in the air. Zach Clough is there to get his second goal of the season. He's got both our goals on the year, and in a pretty acrobatic one at that. And surprisingly, we've taken a 1-0 lead here on Arsenal. The ball just gets popped up in the air, and Clough reacts to it before Mertesacker can get it. And looks like he twisted his ankle on that, Mertesacker. 1-0 Bolton. So Arsenal now chasing 1. And this has turned into a battle of who's going to be on the bottom 3 games into the league. Iwobi plays it back for El Nini. Gets it back. Takes it inside here. Can he find Welbeck? No. Now it finds Welbeck, and he gives that straight to Da Silva. Doumbia. Forward for Clough. He's going to give it to Benamonte, who should have Zahid out wide. Benamonte pushes it up. Zahid can spin inside. He's got Clough. Clough plays it off for Ibra, and Zlatan! His first goal for Bolton Wanderers. He doubles the advantage straight off the first goal. Arsenal took it down and didn't really get a chance, and we completely countered on them. And amazingly, unlike the first 2 games this season, we have a 2-0 lead over heavily rotated Arsenal. Arsene Wenger does not look happy. Throw in here. Jenkinson's going to send that in for Niles. Niles Derek on his back, not giving him much room. Derek does poke it away. Niles picks it up, and it's going to find its way through for El Nini, and he's drawn equal here, but no, he's offsides. We'll look at the replay just to see how far he was. As, yep, that extra touch there finds him a good pace offside. So Svilar here just over midway through the first half. Play this out short to Silva. A little dink over the top. Eber does bring it down. The defender diving at his feet. Kieran Gibbs maybe picked up an injury here. Clough, he's going to send it through. Eber with a chance. In a second, he hit the base of the post. Monreal is going to get it out to Iwobi. Oh, Clough, or Harrison. El Nini with the tackle. Falls to Ibra. He's going to give it back to Harrison with Mertesacker on him. He can burn him for pace. Slips it back through for Ibra. Oh, Holding does well to poke it away. Ibra is just tenacious up there. Zlatan leaves it for Pinamonte. He's going to have a shot. It's well blocked by Conklin. Da Silva picks it up. Drops it back for Doumbia. Across for Pinamonte. Looking for a third to put this game away. Doumbia! Oh, a save for Morera. Clark. To Harrison. Oh, nice ball through. Clark out wide. He's going to slip this through for Ibra and a chance to double. Oh, he had a chance at his second goal of the game. Just couldn't get any power behind it. That would have definitely put this game away. Instead, it remains 2-0, but a corner for us. Zahid. Ibra out in front. He'll give it to Zlatan. Back to Zahid. He's got space. The defenders have opened up for him. He's going to lay it off. Clough with the chance. It falls to Zahid, and Mertesacker comes up with a save. Monreal clears it. El Nini out on this corner. They elect to go short. Iwobi taken away by Vanden Bosch. Vanden Bosch with space. Zlatan out in front. Has Harrison on the far side. Harrison in behind. He's gassed though. Oh, he can't get the shot off. And Xhaka is there to cut him off. So a 2-0 victory to finish off this episode. We finally get our first points in the Premier League. 2-0 results this episode. And surprisingly, we dominated Arsenal. A couple more shots and twice as many actually on target. Of course, 2 of ours find the back of the net. Zach Clough, man of the match with a 9.4 rating as he picks up a goal and I believe an assist. Ibra and Clough with the goals. And let's see, the assist for Clough. But that is going to be all for today's episode. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time.